Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of K8MRD Radio Stuff. My name is Mike, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 19-in-1 multi-tool from a company called BiBury that sells on Amazon. They had contacted me and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing this multi-tool in exchange for this video. Naturally, I said yes. It's currently selling for $59.99 on Amazon. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below if you choose to pick one up. This also boasts a 4.5-star review on Amazon, so a lot of other folks seem to feel this is pretty quality as well. So let's dive on the bench, and I'll show you all the different bits and bobs that it has and some of the functions, and we'll take a look at what we got. Let's take it out of the box here, and we're presented with a nice carrying case that has a really nice clip on it too. You can see it's got a little hook down there to grab onto your belt so it doesn't just come out. But getting to the meat and potatoes, it's also got a nice firm button on there as well. But getting to the meat and potatoes of it, this is our multi-tool. And I gotta tell you, this thing is nice. It's solid, it's beefy, it's weighty. It feels like you have a really nice quality tool in your hand. It doesn't feel like something cheap. You know, it's not loose. Everything is very nice. This part is loose though, which I guess I kind of like. I'm on the fence there whether or not I want this to be loose or not. But so, like, if you wanted this to stay closed, that's not going to happen. That's the only thing on this that's loose. Everything else is just rock solid. So let me show you some of the functions, and we'll take a walk around this very nice multi-tool. So the very first function of these multi-tools are kind of the front half of these pliers. These are needle nose pliers, so you know, if you need some dexterity, maybe let's say you need to hold a nail to pound into a board as opposed to your fingers getting hit, that works, so that's pretty neat. The next function, which is this, is just a bigger set of pliers. So maybe you just got something that's stuck. Maybe you just need a pair of pliers. You can grab it, unloosen what you need to unloosen, tighten what you need to tighten, do whatever. But you got a good set of pliers there. And they're all got these nice rigid teeth, so they're going to grab onto whatever you're trying to grab. Next up, we've got some wire cutters. There's actually two different wire cutters in here. We've got the what they call the pliers cutters, which are just these flat bits here. And then we've got this circular guy. So I've got some 14 gauge stranded copper wire here. Let's see how that goes. Geez, that just cut through it like butter. That's impressive. Let's see what this little circular guy does. Oh man, that's nice. Oh, got a couple strands there. Yeah, those work great. Those work very well. And I'm always dealing with wire, so having wire cutters like that is fantastic. Now another thing that goes hand in hand with wire cutters are wire crimpers. Might be a little hard to see, but this little circular area right here, and inside, sorry about the lighting there, but there's a little kind of knurly thing there for crimping. So let's see if we can crimp something. A little wonky. And crimp. Let's see. So we got half of it. Let's go back and maybe flip it around. Do it again. I mean, out in the field in a pinch, that's on there. That ain't coming off. Not the prettiest crimp I've ever seen in my life, but that is not coming out. So that is crimped. That is 100% crimped. A little close up for you. Just 2 squeezes. This is not coming out. I'm trying with all my might. Oh, here we have pliers. Not coming out. That's fantastic. That is very good. Now we've got a lot more to go. We've got all kinds of things in the handle. So on the outer sides of this, we've got 4 tools. We've got just a regular knife. Now this knife is ridiculously sharp. And I also want to point out this locking mechanism. So once you open these tools, that locking mechanism clicks in and you don't have to worry about this closing on you. Now, I want to show you how sharp this knife is. Look at that. it just cut the hair off of my arm. This thing is very, very sharp. And it just feels like a good quality knife. I love this. On the other side, we have a wood saw. And again, ridiculously sharp. Same locking mechanism there. It springs out when you open it. So let's see if we can cut some wood with this. Getting caught up a little bit, but I mean, look at that. It's it's cutting. I wouldn't want to cut a board in half with this, but I suppose if I had all day I could. I mean, just in 30 seconds we cut, that's almost an inch deep right there. So, wow, those are ridiculously sharp. Now coming around to the other side of the outer part of the tool, if we open this up, again, same locking mechanism, but this time we have a rope cutter. I deal with rope a lot with what I do in my outdoors adventures, specifically paracord. Cut through that like butter. Like butter. Cut through two like butter. All of these tools are just ridiculously, ridiculously sharp. We cut 4 of these at once. Yep. And the last tool we have on the outside of the handle is a file. Maybe you need to file your nails out in the woods. Maybe you're doing a project and you need to hone down or sand something. So you've got kind of a more coarse side and a finer side here. Maybe you want to file down the edge of a bench that you're sitting on. Who knows? Whatever. Make it nice and smooth. It actually does have a little bit of a file on this side as well. This side doesn't seem so much. This side's just kind of smooth, but if you need to file just a little bit, you can see we just filed that down. So very, very nice. And again, same locking mechanism. None of this stuff is going to come back and close on you and cut your hand. Now, as we open these back up, on the inside of the handles, we've got all kinds of tools as well on both sides. There's a bunch of tools in here. Now, if we pay attention to the handle itself, you can see we have a ruler here in inches, and we have a ruler here in centimeters. But it actually continues on both sides. So here's 1, 2, 3, then it flips over. That would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the same thing with the metric. So you've got a nice ruler there that I suppose you could kind of lay out like that. Measure, for example, this pen is about 6.5 inches long, or about 17 centimeters. I want to show you the other tools that are inside of the handle here, but I want to mention really quick, on both sides of the handle, we've got these little clasps here, you see. These are safety mechanisms, so when we open a tool, they're going to latch on and not let you close. So again, you're protecting yourself. You get a nice, hear that click? I mean, that means it's in there. Again, they've really put safety first in this tool. Now let's see what we get. The first thing that comes out is there's actually 2 tools on this. This part is your can opener. This here they're calling a secant. Now I can't find anywhere online what a secant is other than for mathematics. But I suspect it's used for maybe carving, or maybe we could strip some wire with this. I mean, it's sharp. I don't really know the purpose. Maybe you could, you can kind of shave wood with it a little bit. I'm really not sure. But it is a tool, and if you know what it is, maybe it's for like leather working or something. I have no idea. But it's there, so 2 tools in one there. The other things we're going to find on this side, the next tool coming out is a smaller flathead screwdriver. So all your tiny little bits and pieces can be manipulated with that. Next we have a larger flathead screwdriver, so for some of your bigger screws. So that's nice. Then we have this weird looking thing. This is actually a pair of scissors. So you pull it out and then you collapse it. And so you need to maybe cut up your old girlfriend's love letters, or cut up your bills, or just make snowflakes for Christmas time. You can do that. Just like that. And on the other side, we can pull this guy out. Here is a reversible flathead or Phillips head screwdriver if you need something with a little more oomph. Close that. Now you've got a nice Phillips head screwdriver. Maybe you need to open something up. There you go. You got a nice working screwdriver. So perfect. So there we have it, guys. The BiBury 19-in-1 multi-tool from BiBury, sold on Amazon. Again, can't say enough good things about this. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. This is a nice quality tool. You saw how sharp all the knives were, how capable all of the other functions were, the safety features built in. The wire cutters and the crimper really kind of are what do it for me, because those are things that I just personally use all the time and kind of wish I had them when I was out in the field a lot of times too. So yeah, these are definitely going to be part of my everyday carry in my radio go bags for sure. So anyway, again, I will leave a link in the description if you want to pick one of these up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And until the next time, we will see you again on another episode of K8MRD Radio Stuff. 73, guys.